What's up, Well,
keep it.
I'm scolding everybody in here for not being high and tight, and while I'm actively adjusting audio levels when I'm supposed to be introducing this.
You were bent over, and you're hello,
distracted.
hello, Inner Circle.
The burden of responsibility. Hello, Inner Circle, and welcome to the Short and Spicy.
The short and the spicy.
This is me shaking tahini all over us because we're spicy.
We're spicy.
Tahini.
You love tahini.
Tahini.
You've had it? Like on
It's a flavor.
Spicy marg? Mm-hmm. Everybody raise your hand in the audience if you love tahini.
I do love tahini.
On everything, actually.
Do we
Yeah,
have
we
it
are-
here? We can make Savannah eat it.
Hell yes.
Okay.
Good. We have a taste test.
I don't love a spicy food. I love any
Savannah
other kind.
hasn't ate anything on the pod in a while.
Special segment
What
on
can
the
we feed
pod
Savannah?
where we feed Savannah and Katie Bird things that they haven't had before.
I don't like that.
That's the point. Y'all, welcome to another episode of The Short and the Spicy. We are here. If you hear multiple voices, it's because, yes, indeed, correct.
We have friends with us today. Brandon and Savannah are here.
We're back.
They're
We're back.
They're
here.
mimosas up.
Half of them are queer.
Get used to it.
Queer and thriving. Yes, we're also hydrating because mimosas have definitely been thrown around a little bit. We have 4 Stanleys, crucial to any recording moment. Yes,
That's cute. I was looking at his little Stanley charm. That's cute.
It's 1989. Of course it is. But she's got brunette hair.
Oh, that's weird.
Ugh.
I know.
It's like an off-brand Taylor.
Because I didn't even think of this, why these were invented, but
it's super helpful.
It's supposed to stop.
Oh.
It's supposed to stop things from going inside the straw.
So what we're looking at is a Polaroid of
Taylor Swift.
the album cover, the,
Yeah.
the original 1989 album cover with the seagull shirt,
Great.
and he can just attach it to the top of his Stanley straw.
Y'all, Stanley accessories make me giggle
Yeah.
because I
Like
feel
the name plates across the top of it.
Love.
And
so
the
cute.
name
It is cute.
I love a fanny pack, a Stanley pack, where you can put your accessories. That always sparks joy.
Have you seen the one that sits on top of it? It has 4 holes.
Yes.
It's like a snack tray.
That's exactly
So
what
they
I was about to
call
say.
it
The snack tray.
Yeah.
Packing their Stanley.
Yeah, it's
We
a
live in
Stanley
little
snack
snacks.
pack. Yeah,
This
so you
is late
carry
stage
it.
capitalism,
Yeah.
and it is a good time.
Millennials.
We are
I'll buy it.
consumers.
Yeah, yeah.
Capitalism really popped
Well, imagine
off
just
for
in
today.
Yeah, in the car, if you're in the car and it's just right next to you, and you have 4 little holes of a Skittles, a little mini Doritos,
Chicken eggs.
pretzels.
Yeah.
So you're and then just
Chicken
pick it up and
eggs.
drink it, and then the snack tray is still around it. Wins.
Wow.
It's such a good
I will fully buy in.
Wow.
I do love things.
I am easy to convince. I am so easily influenced. I'm the exact market actually that influencers are after.
Yeah, imagine your Stanley's just chilling there overnight though, and then you come back, you're like, oh, it was ice water in it, and then you just take a swig. But what if there's a spider chilling in the straw, and you're
no.
like, got it.
Not
Never
my
once,
house.
never once thought of that.
So this is safety.
I'm just raw dogging that water in the morning.
Here we go. Raw dogging that water.
Right in the morning.
Protection.
So that'll protect bugs and shit from going inside of it.
There is an epidemic of bugs crawling into Stanley cups.
Hey, listeners, write in.
I think that was
Inside your home. I
sarcasm.
want to talk about your home.
I think that was
I
sarcasm.
detected sass.
It is a real. If we really got in the weeds about how many bugs and what the bugs do, I mean, even just today, opening the patio umbrella to find a lovely
Ew.
family of wasps in their home. The patio umbrella became their home, and I could do without. I could do without most bugs. Actually,
I'd rather
Yeah.
they didn't.
I'd rather they weren't anywhere
Weren't
near
here.
my skin.
No.
Terrifying.
I mean, we understand that they are essential for the ecosystem or whatever, but
Please, yeah.
not this ecosystem.
No, I just
Not over here.
Not my personal
I would-
biology. Thank you very much.
When people ask me why I don't want to go camping, it's because there's fucking bugs.
Yeah.
I don't need to sleep where the bugs are.
don't wanna sleep on
Glamping
the
is
ground.
fun. Yeah.
No.
The bugs on the dirt?
No.
thank you.
Glamping is fun.
My rule-
Camping is bad.
If I'm going to go on vacation, I'm not going to decrease my
Here she
standard of
goes.
living.
I want air conditioning. I want a raised bed.
That is not a rest.
When I go on vacation, I am increasing my standard of living, not decreasing it. I shouldn't be sleeping outside.
I want fluffy pillows.
I want air conditioning. I want a blanket. I want a shower. Indoor plumbing.
I feel that that's a pretty reasonable request. My Jay went camping with your A, and after not sleeping the first night, he promptly went to a place where you can purchase items. I don't know, the Dollar General, supposedly.
The DG.
The DG, and definitely got a heater. Was it a heater or an air conditioner?
It was a heater because I told them it was going to be cold, and nobody wanted to listen to what I had to say.
Oh, speaking
There's
of,
a bug in here.
Shocker.
It's a big one.
is it a mosquito hot?
No, it's a big boy. Oh,
really?
that's a hornet.
Where?
It's because the door was open.
Yep, we're back.
It's been taken care of.
All safe from danger bugs.
Hopefully.
It's a good news. Y'all, we had a very fun week.
What was this week?
And we watched a rom-com.
Oh, thank you. God.
So much happened
It's
this week.
been a
We
week.
had that.
It
We had a
has.
set list change. We had an added era. We had a lot go on this week.
A lot
Let's work
happened.
chronologically
We
backwards.
have so many things to unpack.
Okay, so
We're going to talk about Tortured Poets for the third week in a row.
It's
Why
been
not?
out
it
for
was a third album.
almost a month now.
And/or the anthology on vinyl, which is
That's
all I really
Literally all I want in life. Please.
I'm going to get him back on.
Is it not out yet?
No.
I'm not convinced that we're going to get it.
She hasn't done any. No
Really?
CDs have the anthology. Nothing does.
So we're not going to get so high school in a...
Devastating, really.
Yeah.
Y'all,
Sorry, I don't know why I
The
keep doing
Tortured
that.
Poet set on the Eras tour is
So good.
pristine.
It's
It
very
is. Is it fair to say it's her best set? Like
It's the
from
most
a
theatrical.
production level, from a
I think she sounds great.
I've enjoyed it the most. I mean, I will say,
Yeah.
like, I probably would feel this way seeing it live too, but even just watching live streams, I've enjoyed it the most.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Watching it. Because
It's
it's the most
so
theatrical, it's
good.
entertaining.
It's hard to it's hard for me to decide if I like it the most because it's brand new
It's
and we
apples and
haven't seen it
oranges.
because like I've seen the Eras for like 100 times. So seeing anything new is super exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if it was because it was new or if it's because these are new songs. Like, why is
Well, like
it?
the way its screen comes out and it's got the road and they walk down and she starts. and
Oh,
then
it's
There's just so much
She
to
sings a lot,
it.
but then she goes to the middle and then it turns into those stairs. That was cool, and the way they ended so high school on the
bleachers.
stairs, and then it comes back and they both walk up, and then it's like
Yeah.
him and her and that hot dude, and then
in
they
the
meet.
bed with the tilted stage.
Yeah, and,
And-
it goes down. It's the way they
I feel
thought
very
about
confident
it.
the most.
Yeah.
I definitely am enjoying it the most right now.
Because there's so much to it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
everything that
It's
you're describing.
elaborate.
There's choreography,
It's
there's
like
visuals.
they
I mean,
walk
there's
up and
so
they stare
much.
and they slowly go down staring at each other, and then the bed comes out. And I'm
And then
just
the
like,
fucking UFO.
It's so good.
There is
the
a
cat
view.
Roomba.
Beaming her up.
I also
Oh.
I want to how does the floating stage work? Like is it like a remote control? Is it programmed to move?
That's what I'm wondering,
Is
if
it
there's
on-
something underneath, like
Someone.
moving it. You know, that's kind of what
Someone.
I thought.
Is it
It's
that
their
light?
job. It's just to move her.
Three or four of the dancers are on their hands and knees, and they
No.
Crawling.
they're turtling Taylor around the stage.
It's $1 million Roomba. He's
And-
going around
Yeah.
cleaning the
in sync
stage.
with the beam of the UFO.
'Cause I'm
It
just-
is so
I was picturing
good.
like a magnet type situation
that's what I was
moving
picturing.
underneath. Yeah.
Because I was like, what would happen if it malfunctioned? Like
It doesn't go in a concentric
just stuck.
circle.
'Cause it
She would
happened-
just keep going.
Well,
She just jumped down and just start walking.
like the stage that elevates that's malfunctioned before and during the rep set and she just has to stay down and you, like she doesn't go up. I mean, yeah, she would just keep going, but I just think
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
would she get off?
I mean, she just jumps off. I think.
I'm sure surely someone would come get her.
Yeah.
Right.
You know they have
They've planned for
practice
this
for a
in case.
movie.
Yeah.
They're like, if this, then this.
Yeah.
They have to.
I mean, they
Yeah.
even put that pole in the middle of it for her. They're like, you hold onto that freaking pole.
that pole was such a great
She-
addition.
She's
Yes.
touching it you know,
The entire time.
Her choreographer was like, you do not let
Don't
go
let
of that
go of
pole.
that.
And by choreographer, we mean Travis, because Travis 100% choreographed
Not let go of that
so
pole.
high
No
school.
fucking way.
And you know that Travis was like, so
With his
if-
frat
She's
flicking,
yanking.
You're
it's
gonna
just
do
her
this.
frat flicking the whole
There-
time.
No, if yeah, I'd be like, go like this, babe. Go like this.
you know, they're just making fun of him the whole time. But
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so cute.
I love
So
it.
cute.
She's like yanking on it too. Like she's like screaming
The
and
pole.
holding it back.
Well, she can
And
finally
it's like-
thrash. She can finally thrash her body because she has the pole now.
yeah, she's
But-
violently moving around it, and that pole is just staying
Hanging
still.
in there.
Yeah,
It's
thank
iron.
God. That's what doesn't need a malfunction. Her just
What if it did?
the
be
pole just
terrible.
comes loose. It's great.
I've watched it so many times.
Every time I was watching it, I was like, I feel like I'm watching something. Like I didn't know how to feel. I guess because she was barefoot, and I know that that's seems
Yeah.
random, but I was like, have I ever seen her barefoot before? Like,
Yeah.
It feels like something intimate. I feel like I shouldn't be watching this.
She's
Because
like,
she was just
took her shoes
flat
off.
foot on the stage. And I was
Yeah.
like, I've only ever seen her in heels.
heels.
I have no memory of seeing her in flat shoes. So then her just
Yeah.
being barefoot, I was like, wow.
Especially, and she's stomping her
Interesting.
little flat feet.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I was like very aware of the fact that she was barefoot.
That is a great point.
Yeah.
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 I
just
mean,
on the stage.
I've seen the side by sides with Maddie Healy doing the marching,
Boo.
and then she's mocking him in the smallest man who ever lived. But then
so good.
I can do it with a broken heart. Whenever
Going from smallest man to I can do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's iconic. It's
I'm
wow,
glad.
wow, wow.
I would continue to trade Long Live and Tolerate It. And Archer.
I mean, I feel like
People are gonna come for you.
They're gonna kill ya. I feel the same way. Lover is one of it's probably, I mean, Fearless will always be just my whole heart, but Lover is definitely
Right
my
up
second.
there.
And when I saw The Archer was on it, I was like, what?
Why
I was
with the
very
Archer?
thrown off by I like it. I like the
Yeah.
song, but I just
People
didn't
are
understand
passionate about that song.
why it
For
was
real.
on the set
Why?
list.
I don't know. It's not one of my favorites.
It's
I don't
the
even
lyrics.
think
Yeah.
that it's in her top 3 best track 5s.
no, not at all.
Like, I can take it or leave it.
I
It may
never
have
paid any
special
attention to it.
I honestly
significance.
skip it when
Yeah,
listen
I never
to
paid
Lover.
any attention to it.
Same. It must
sorry.
have special significance that it's above us.
Yeah, I'm too dumb to get it.
That's
Yes, I am willing to sacrifice the Archer. I mean,
Long Live.
Well, yeah, we didn't see Long Live, so you know what?
That's
I'm
true.
fine with it. No one
Yeah.
else gets it.
No one else can
True.
have it because I didn't get to have it.
That's true.
Oh my
and Tolerate It. Yeah.
Yeah, Tolerate It hurts because
Yeah.
that's also one of her little theatrical performances.
I don't know. Tortured Poets. She upped the game. That is a real
So good.
tolerated energy.
Yep.
She really.
She also, I mean, just it felt like a whole new show. Honestly, I mean, now
That's
this
what
is
I
me
mean.
watching it, sitting at my office desk, on
Yes.
a grainy live stream. But I mean,
It
every
lasted so
era
long.
except for Rep obviously had a new outfit. Like there was almost the whole thing was changed.
Yeah.
she changed orders. She combined folklore and Evermore. It felt like a whole new show.
It was
I loved
so fun, and of course we're all live texting the whole time. That was really a core memory.
I just took a little break. I was just trying to take a little break in the middle of my report, and I got on Instagram and I saw I was
An
like,
hour later.
Oh my god! I was like,
Who
no way,
started?
no way.
Who started that?
Somebody dropped it in the
I
chat.
sent the Lover bodysuit, and I was like, wait, alert!
Yeah.
Somehow that group chat's gone on hide alerts. I didn't put it there on
Yeah.
purpose, so it was not like
So it
alerting
passed
me.
through your.
Yeah, so and I was listening to the book on the way home that we're about to review after this, and I remember like just looking down, and my text messages went up to 300 stuff. And I was like, "The fuck is going
happened?
on?" Because
Yeah.
my car plate wasn't saying "big old gay liberals" all the time, and I was like, "What is going on?" And I
Our
looked
group
down,
chat is a bunch of big gay liberals.
and then Leslie texts, and then I sent it, and then they're like, "You're behind." I was like, "Clearly," and I looked over.
no, you really were gone for like an hour, and it's because you were driving.
I was trying to be a responsible adult.
And you really should have
I was being so irresponsible. I had it like propped up on my dashboard, like driving home,
I've done it.
screenshotting things, sending it to
Yeah.
the group chat, and everyone's like, "Drop the link," and I'm like, "Okay," so I'm driving,
Oh, I
dropping the
didn't know
link.
you were because of course it was
Yeah.
4.
4 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm on my way home from work.
My 4 p.m. canceled, and I was like, "Oops."
Oh no!
Oopsies. I
Yes.
went
I
to
couldn't have
offices
planned
and I was
it.
like, she added Tortured Poets to the set list. And I was like, anyway, and I just left my office.
Did
I
you
just walked
charge
out.
them for that meeting?
Oh, they're not.
You're
No,
welcome. I will come for you.
they
And
canceled in plenty of time.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn
I
it.
know. Well, yes, I do love a random hour when I don't get paid unexpectedly. That's a great time. Easy to plan for sure.
Right.
Although I would have paid someone else to let me have that hour for free so that I could enjoy. So
That
I
was a
could enjoy
special
that
time.
with y'all. That was really. I hope everyone has gotten a chance, even if you're just watching it on a recap on TikTok. It is so goofy. It is so good. It has such variety. Even if you're not a huge Tortured Poets girly, this is a great Eras tour. They know what they're doing.
That's right.
It's as if she's.
I think it's going to be another one of those albums where like some people are like instantly like downloading all of it, and then like me after I get my life caught up a little bit and I slowly start to download. I'm like, oh okay, now it's clicking.
as
Yeah,
you learn all the.
yeah. Like I didn't
I feel like I
appreciate
have
So
to
High
spend
School
time.
when it first came out, and now I'm like,
I immediately loved
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
I like send you all these things for you to help you analyze the
I know.
stuff, but you just ignore me. So
The one you sent, the one you sent either earlier or maybe it was last night. I don't know. I was like, I already sent this.
yes,
Did it really?
the one
Damn
of the
it.
You didn't
matching the
understand
choreo.
it yet.
Yeah,
Some bitch.
yeah.
So high school matching his choreo.
Yeah.
It's super
Damn it.
cute.
Yeah.
It's precious.
I love it.
I feel like I'm
I
still
already said that.
even with Evermore. I like over the like winter fall time. I really started bopping with some Evermore, and I was like, I have not spent enough time with. I spent some time with some tracks, and I was like, oh,
Putting a repeat for
and and then I just let it scratch my
and
brain for a couple of
slowly
days.
turning it down at the intersections.
Yeah,
the red
exactly.
lights,
Well, I can't let people hear it.
and then.
Couldn't possibly.
But yeah, it's.
Dude, I can't believe you're that paranoid about it.
Oh, I don't.
It's from growing up in fundamentalism. We weren't allowed to listen
From
to secular
not being allowed
music.
to feel joy.
Yeah, we weren't.
In a past
I've got all the
We would
windows
get in
down.
trouble.
It's like very loud and like I will
You
pull into
experience
somewhere
joy?
and they're like, Brandon's here. I'm like,
If I'm listening to something deeply explicit, we'll turn it down because I'm like they might have
Oh,
children in
Brandon
the car.
will. In the Kroger parking lot, he will roll down the window while you're listening to that song about my neck, my back.
that.
Just let me.
My pussy and my crack.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one.
To be
I know.
specific.
Everyone at the Kroger can.
It was a Sunday morning,
Yeah.
9:30, 10 a.m. And I'm on automatic windows, so I clicked all four at one time, and it all started going down. And
I wanted to die.
I too would have wanted to.
So good.
You have to add joy to people's day. So the other cool thing that we have done, other than group watching the Eras Tour Granny Paris live streams, is we group watched the most delicious film. Have y'all watched it
Ate it
again?
up.
You
Oh,
did.
I watched it again.
Yeah.
Okay, the name
had
of
time.
it is It's All About
No,
All Over You.
no.
It's all about us.
I got caught up in the.
Rain.
The movie is just called Rain.
Right.
Rain Man.
Me into you? No.
Me all over you.
That's
Only in for you.
Waves crashing into me.
Why can't we figure this out? Only
It's all about you.
in.
It's inside out of me.
When you have a light bulb go off, you
You're
have
on.
an
Idea. The idea of you.
yeah. I
light bulbs.
got yes.
Then you have a light bulb.
Idea of you with Anne Hathaway. Where Anne Hathaway.
Finds
And where Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway.
Yes, and
Sorry, I botched it.
Anne Hathaway, she read this smutty ass book and she said, I shall be playing this character
I'd like to be
no
in that."
matter what. And I will be casting Nicholas Galsatine as my co-star. Thank you very much.
People are rightfully losing their shit.
It's
I'm one of them.
We were
very hot.
glued.
Yeah.
That was delicious.
The way y'all screamed when he walked in and spun her around and went through that dress. Y'all.
Sir.
It is Sunday.
I wish we
It
live
is
reacted
the
to
Lord's
that.
Day. I cannot. I
It's the
cannot feel
Lord's
these
Day, and
feelings.
I would like to unpack it.
So okay.
This pleases the
Making-
Lord. Yes and amen.
Making fanfic, like Wattpad shit, into movies is a gold mine. We will watch that forever.
All day long.
Whatever
It is-
Harry Styles fucking fan fiction, I don't care. Put it on the screen. I want to see it.
If it is popular and we are reading it and consuming it, make it into a film, and we will immediately watch it.
Yes.
We will gather
was
in
great.
droves.
So good. It was weird. Like, I mean, down to like the like lame choreography that this boy band was doing was so
So good.
So
It was
One
so
Direction.
One Direction movie.
I know.
Yes.
So we have some One Direction babies amongst us. Some real
made me feel good
lifers.
inside.
It really did.
And
And they
y'all,
sat on the stairs exactly like One
Yes.
Direction does. Like, clearly, they're not
They
hiding
did that
anything.
on tour, and they did it in their stair video. It was on
Yes.
YouTube.
I hope all the One Direction babies
Enjoyed it.
of the band
Yes.
have all watched this and been like, yeah, accurate. That's
And
us.
Nicholas must have been practicing that Harry Styles accent because he sounded just like him.
That was I did not get to enjoy being a One Directioner, but I'm definitely a Harry Styles fan.
I was definitely a directioner and spun to Swifty
Well,
was
when they
both.
eventually
the
just.
pipeline, the pipeline is
Yeah.
just 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything that had like a deep fandom, I was probably part
was
of it.
there.
Yep. Star Wars, Harry Potter,
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, Hunger Games, One Direction, Taylor Swift, any of it.
Anything
Sign me
that I
up.
could obsess about
Yeah.
and not think about
Twilight.
my feelings. Yeah.
I'm in there.
Fandoms are some of
Yes.
the
Lost
greatest
myself
joys
in
in
it.
my life now. Fandoms are hysterically fun. So this was every fanfic fandom girlie's dream.
So
It was excellent.
so good.
Yeah, that moment whenever she was like, actually, yeah, I am gonna go show up. Just show up. What am I doing? My daughter's at camp.
With my trench coat.
I'm gonna wear
My
it.
little,
My see-through white dress.
And then he says, what does
Wearing
he say?
his watch.
He's like, is that new? And she's like, no. But you know what?
I brought your watch.
Holds her arm.
That's so hot.
So hot.
Whips her around.
It's on Prime, right?
Yeah.
Everyone drop everything.
And it's so
Meet us in the
cutie.
pouring rain.
And then in their little hotel room, they're like in their little undies and they're just singing like karaoke with their chicken tender. It's so cute.
Chicken tenders.
It's so flirty and so sweet.
Age gap romance done so well.
An older woman, a younger man, which we never get to see. And it's
and there. I mean,
He buys
the
her
third
whole gallery.
Anne Hathaway doesn't feel older to me at all.
she's in her 40s.
I know.
When I see her, I don't like.
But it's just such a beautiful. I mean, written by a woman, I assume.
Oh,
Like, it's
100%.
such
Has
a
to be.
beautiful. Like the third act breakup was fucking devastating, but it was such
that was
a
rough.
great. Like, yeah, we cannot possibly bear for a woman to be happy, especially not an older woman. And it was just so stunning, and just like, oh, I look forward to aging. Like, this is great.
If this is how I'm going to feel, sounds good.
Yeah.
Like, sign me up.
She's thriving.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's still hard. Life is still complicated, and but like the confidence,
I think they showed that too, though. I think they did a good job showing like the relationship that she had with ex-husband and their co-parenting and all that. I
Yeah.
mean, Daniel, I think was his name, and yeah, I think they did a great job of showing that. And then I loved watching just towards like at the beginning when she's like, "Oh my god, that means so much to me," and then she's crying and like talking
Wow.
about because she just saw Daniel, and then at the end, and he answers the door when Daniel comes up.
And he's
that
like,
was
And
so
she's like,
good.
"Sorry, why are you here?" He keeps saying "my wife," and she's like, "I'm not your wife.
Yeah.
I'm just your fucking wife."
She's like, to be clear, you don't.
he's like
own
putting
me.
his
stood up,
shirt
I took
on
a
as
lap.
he answers the door.
Sat back down.
Oh, that was delicious.
So hot.
Delicious.
So good.
I mean, the third act breakup was absolutely devastating. I was so glad y'all were there to reassure that like this is still smut. Like they're gonna get back together.
Yes.
But wow, that was a really. I need more content like that.
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway.
I love her, and
Spot on.
watching her do press for this movie is so sweet. She's grinning ear to ear the whole time. She's just thriving. The movie is produced by her, so she's like,
oh, I didn't realize
she's
she
like,
produced
I want my name all over this shit.
Right.
Yeah.
As she
She
should.
now has a niche category. Not even niche. This is a large percentage.
I felt this way watching Princess Diaries 2.
Yes.
Honestly,
Yes.
I felt exactly like this.
Yes. She's a smut girly.
When they fall in the fountain.
Hello. When he
Anyway,
when he
Pine.
slowly slides his hand over her shoulder,
During the air while she's
Yes.
teaching her how to shoot a bow and arrow.
release.
I think just watching Anne Hathaway resist her lust is just the most entertaining thing I've ever seen.
So good.
She's just like, oh, I don't know, I couldn't possibly.
That
When
scene
she's like,
at the piano where she's like, "I could be your mother." He's like,
But you're not.
oh, the growl.
But I
What-
could be.
what
But
was
you're
the-
not.
But you're not.
But you're not. What was
Throw
the
up
part
against
that
the
we lost
freaking
our
wall.
shit and you were like, oh my god, y'all, come on.
Was it the
It was
spin
the-
around
it
pains
was-
aside? Probably.
Brayden was like, I don't get it.
So there's a
We
beautiful
tried to explain it.
a beautiful scene in the hotel room where they're about to have a sexual encounter and he just flips her around and puts his hand down the front of her skirt.
And y'all just.
And she loses her shit, which was
All
delicious.
three of us at the same time went, ah!
Right.
I'm literally
all
clutching
felt it.
onto Brandon's arm like a cat.
Yes. Savannah stands up, spins, sits down.
Just
You're
goes-
buried under a dog.
I know what to do.
Yeah.
I had a Bernese Mountain Dog
Just sitting on your
squashing.
chest.
Yeah.
She didn't know what to do. She was like, everyone's very stressed. Can I
Oh,
just sit
she
on you?
was
Can I just... What if I sit on you? Will that make you feel
She was
better?
like, "Can I be a weighted blanket to make y'all stop?"
That dog
Are
was
you
so
okay?"
concerned. We were
I don't
having
know
a
what's
moment.
happening.
We were verklempt, actually.
Yeah.
That was one of the most.
Y'all were so.
films.
Y'all full on stressed. And then my little moments of like just soft affirmations. I'm like, oh.
You don't understand.
are-
We never get any kind of like obvious female pleasure
Yeah.
things like that in movies
Yeah.
ever.
It was shocking.
It's
Yeah.
always straight to penetration.
yeah.
Which is not how female pleasure works. And so, but we love the
50
romance
Shades of
of
Grey
it.
is like
Yeah.
the only other one.
Those
that
are
I
my
can
little
think.
moments.
Yes. Excuse me. I got excited. I got thrilled. Filled
went through
with
me.
spirit. Goodness
The
gracious.
spirit.
No, we compared this to the smut and Red, White, and Royal Blue. We were like, this is the falling in love of it all.
Yes.
The romance.
Like,
This is the picking up on the table at the
foreplay.
polo match.
Or
It's the little
the
things.
hand on the lower back. You know what I'm talking about? That's what that feels like.
Foreplay. It's everything.
Yeah.
the
all
kissing
women.
outside under the tree.
Yes. Or the way he's holding his arm in the bed.
Speaking of Red, White, and Royal Blue, we are getting a Red, too.
Yes, we are getting a second one, which is interesting because there's not a second book.
So
Fascinating.
plot.
So I think, I wonder
Is
if
the
Casey
author okay
McQuiston
with
was
this?
like,
Casey
I don't know,
McQuiston.
run with it.
Take it.
I hope that they got
them.
paid so much because that's their creation that Amazon Prime is now making into a part 2, which is
Yes.
great. But like it's their book.
And they're like it was a happy ending, obviously,
I
and
was
so
trying to
they're
think of,
together.
like,
So what
was
will
the
they
ending?
do?
'Cause they left. They were.
The prize.
Henry was able to go out.
What will be
And
the
the
first? That's all
prize.
it is, actually.
They will sign me up.
Oh,
she-
and then the election.
I'm into it.
And the election, and she
Yeah.
won. So
Yes, and
she's
he
going to be
pulls him,
president.
pulls him into the hallway, and it's like
Oh my god, he like comforts him.
he's wearing the orange tie or the yellow tie. Oh,
Yeah.
We need to rewatch it immediately.
so good.
Oh my god. Yeah. So it's the little things, the romance of it all, the foreplay of it all. The fantasy
Y'all, the
side
way
of it
you
all.
stood up, spun, and sat back down. so-
I don't know what to
Trying
do
to
with my
literally sit
body.
on the
You're like,
couch.
I
Yeah.
can't on.
Just turned around.
And usually I'm
like
the
a
close
dog.
sitter. Like I
trying
sit close to people, but you were like clenched, and then
Yeah.
you were just flailing under a dog, and it was
Yeah.
just like,
I think S had just gotten home. And he
Yeah.
was like, "What's going on?"
yeah,
He just
Pure
went
panic.
upstairs and was like, "Okay."
He's like
Cool.
boiling noodles on the stove.
just like
He was actively
watching.
making pasta in the open concept home. He was just watching us, really.
Just
Like,
react.
what the fuck are y'all doing?
He texted me. I didn't see it till I went upstairs because I was looking at my phone, and he said, "Is this Anne Hathaway?"
Yes, it is.
And I,
Yes,
I went
sir.
upstairs and I was like, "Yes, this is Anne Hathaway."
Magical film. Everyone needs to drop everything. I think it's still number 1 on Amazon Prime.
It better be.
I think number 2 is Clarkson's Farm, which has nothing to do with smut, but is deeply entertaining. Jay and I watch it so much. It's so unexpected. Any listeners, if y'all are watching Clarkson's Farm and it sparks joy for you, please
Never heard
email
of
me.
that.
Email
never
me
heard of it.
privately.
I was trying to think if there's any other big moments y'all freaked out too. I remember I,
know.
liked All where he was
that.
like,
Yeah.
well, even though it turns out to be bad, but he changed the set list, and they were like that little moment where she was like watching from the crowd. I thought that was cute.
Oh, I enjoyed.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
act like assholes at the pool.
Yes,
Ew.
and
That was
It's
so
just,
sad.
that's like high school shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was
it was
such-
mean girl shit.
It was Mean Girl
Yeah.
shit.
But I loved, it was someplace maybe close to the third act breakup where he was like, no, this is the happiest I've ever been. I feel like myself. And it just, age is just a number. Like,
Yeah.
we are more than just our developmental stage.
Yeah,
And
I
what
think
we've lived
I think
through.
that's what
We're
I
human.
Yeah, I think that's what I appreciate more about it is that just seeing like two people able to like
Yeah.
we'll just get affirmations maybe like publicly because I mean you think about it, growing up homo in the South, you know,
Yeah, the
it's
public
not like
display of love.
if I ever find anyone,
Yeah.
it's probably not gonna be my favorite thing to do. It's like, oh, let's go like hold hands walking
Yeah.
down the streets, you know, just
Yeah.
because of like safety reasons and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So
Do
it's
you
like maybe
identify
that's
with that aspect of them trying to hide and like not?
well, maybe I think I like it because like two people just willing to just like affirm each other, maybe,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just have that. Maybe that's the moment that I appreciate more than
Yeah.
just like, let me rip your skirt off. Yeah,
They're just in love.
You
I just think-
appreciated
Yeah.
their courage to be together. and
yeah.
be-
I just think I appreciate that with when anyone gets that moment. I think I'm just happy for them.
They were willing
Maybe
to
that
be
kinda
together
makes
even
sense.
though it was hard.
Yeah.
They were willing
Yeah.
to be together even though it was hard, and there
Yeah.
was resistance,
Yeah.
and people didn't understand.
Right.
Yeah, which growing up gay in the South, that was
Yeah,
good.
not
Yeah.
a lot of affirming happening there,
Yeah,
which is unfortunate.
The water's rough, but this love is ours.
So tender.
Yeah.
So
Because like if y'all were to go walking down the streets, you know, go see a movie or something, it wouldn't be just it would
Yeah.
be normal.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think
Truly.
twice of it, you know. But I'm like, oh, where should I go? Oh,
In fact-
let's go to a loud place. Hopefully, there's not anywhere in like I'm not going to be in the
Yeah.
middle of anyone.
Yeah,
It's
So
not
the
only
corner.
that
Can't be
no
alone,
one,
yeah.
It's not only that no one would think anything of me holding hands with my partner in our cis het white relationship. It's that they might even like smile
Aw,
and
so
like be like,
sweet.
oh, that's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
cute. They would affirm, and so even the absence of affirming is still painful, and we are being the change we want to see in our community.
That's right.
Right.
Invite me on your next date. I will literally kill anybody.
I will be a bodyguard.
I have like a wall.
we will
It'll
be your
I
secret
will be right
service.
with you. It'll be a perimeter, but I swear to
Y'all
God,
have
I
the
will be a
location. You're just gonna
bodyguard.
watch the pin,
Yeah.
like in the down the street, just like looking all black.
Create
one off.
so much
Yes.
fucking
Yeah.
safety.
I've done it before.
Aggressively.
I'll do it again for my cousins when we would go out, the four
Yeah.
of us. I swear to God, I've done it before. I'll do it again. I don't care. I turn into a bulldog.
In this life, bring out
Yeah.
more. Like I have an angel client who is figuring out how to date in our region, and it is just I just have to carve out a little cry space afterwards to just like let my rage out. I'm just like this is I'm gonna be the change I want to see here, and
Yeah.
I wish I could fix it immediately. And, whew.
Yeah.
But yes, we are your posse.
The posse.
We are your. We'll be chill about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You won't see me.
You won't.
Oh, you won't see me
We'll be
until
there.
someone says something, and then I will be right
And then
fucking there.
then you'll hear me.
Oh no! Until somebody looks in your direction
Yes.
with the
Right.
wrong
something to say?
expression,
and I'll be like, "Hello, would you like to say that to
Do you
my
want to
face?"
talk about it?
I'm
would
just
you like
and
to
it-
discuss this
It would
together?
be casual too, because I'm just gonna be like, "Oh wow, guys, I'm going on a date." They are gonna be like, "Oh, cool."
We
Check
have
the
your
text.
location.
I know
Watch
exactly where you're
where he
I know
is.
exactly where you are.
Y'all meet
You'll be
up.
driving. You'll see our dot just right behind you.
All y'all's location
dots
just turns
just
off
following you.
magically, and I'm like,
no
"Huh."
problems with this plan.
Yeah. Where did all their locations go? And just turn around.
Do you think Bean understands that we're not joking?
Literally, we'll be there.
I
we're
like
laughing,
fall. Yeah. Someone like looks at me wrong, or I fall, and I turn around. The three of y'all like, "What the fuck you say?" I'm like, the hell?
These three little ladies just like about to fuck the people up.
Right.
I mean,
I have so much rage. I'll do it. I don't care.
Right. Sunglasses, big ones. Like, yeah.
we went to a
Seems fine.
drag show at our historic theater
Yes.
downtown, and there were so many protesters there.
There's some core memories, but you know what?
Ew, really?
And I'm not gonna
When?
cry.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna cry on the pod. But like it was Christmas a couple years ago. It was like a couple days before Christmas. What was so stunningly beautiful was the wall of anti-protest. I'm not
Yes.
gonna cry on the pod.
Yeah.
because they created like this wall of safety to let everyone
to
walk
let anyone
in.
who was going
Yeah.
into the
It
show,
was
they were
so
blocking us
beautiful.
from
And some of
the protesters from across the street.
Some
Like,
of our friends were in the anti-protester
Yes.
group, and they were like creating a safe tunnel for folks to walk in.
it was
But-
really
That's great.
So,
Was
and
it
the
like
show
a-
was so beautiful. Like one of the drag queens sang like the most beautiful rendition of "Oh Holy Night" I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Stunning.
Ugh, I mean,
I have goosebumps. Listen, you talk about
Yeah, it was
core
really
memory.
Yeah.
Like it was so. We were crying in there
Yeah.
watching
Totally.
this person perform. It was so good.
And it was right after the laws had been passed in our state. It was right on the cusp of a whole bunch of tension, and some of folks said from the stage that they weren't sure if they felt safe enough to come, and they weren't sure if this was a good move. And
Yeah.
we were, I don't know, it was just standing
Yeah.
ovations all around. We were like, thank
When
you
was
so
this?
much.
Yes.
We
was-
will create safety
Yeah.
for you.
It was like it was a touring group of like, I mean, some of them have been on RuPaul. When they were
Yeah,
announcing
wow.
names,
Famous.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, I've seen
It was
her
a
on.
scheduled
Yeah.
event.
Yes,
Okay. And then
yes.
people came out. And
yeah,
built
I
the
think
wall.
they do it every year. I don't know. It was
Yeah.
so.
It was so good, and
There were some local folks, but
they were like, we're so glad you all made it in here safely. We are not letting anyone in here that doesn't have a verified ticket. Like your safety is our number one priority. And they were like, now we're going to start the show, and we want y'all to be so fucking loud
We
that
were
those protesters can hear you from outside.
Oh, I love it.
can do.
it was
Like we were
too.
stomping our feet. It was so
powerful.
good.
It was
so good.
It was a truly, and it was in our gorgeous historic theater, and it was really one of the most moving experiences of fuck y'all.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
Right.
We created safety and joy, and it was.
How many years was
There
that
were
ago?
kids
It
everywhere.
was like 2 years ago Christmas.
Yeah, we went with Hope.
Still 2 years ago that we have to create walls for people to go into a building.
But it's like like
God.
the good winning over evil. Like the protesters, like that was so.
By the time we left
cruel.
the theater, all the protesters
Yeah.
were gone. It's like
Yeah, the folks
making that
creating
sign must have
safety.
taken all night.
Must have taken all
Taylor
night.
has a
Fucking
Texas.
night.
right.
You just need to take several seats. Try to restore the peace. Control your urges to scream about the people you hate because Shay never made any people less gay.
Yes.
Just maybe like just calm down.
Yeah.
It was so
Yeah.
wow. I forgot about that. That's a core memory though. That
It just doesn't make sense. People are going to sit there and have to protest people walking into a building, but there's like so many other things we could be worried about. Like
You could be doing anything else.
you could like
Literally.
We should just worry about human
Go
safety in
spend
general.
time
It
with your
doesn't
friends and
matter.
family.
Yeah.
How about it?
Well, it
Go
was
volunteer somewhere.
2
What are
days
you
before
doing?
Christmas.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
Christmas show, and that was what was so wild. It
Yeah.
was just like,
Yeah.
stop. Go do.
Yeah.
It was
Do
freezing
you know how much
cold.
volunteer work there is to do around Christmas? Go do anything.
Literally.
Literally.
If this is your based on your beliefs and
I
your
can
faith,
tell that this
please
is a
go
church thing. Go volunteer at your church.
volunteer
Yeah.
at your church or at a soup kitchen or like it was downtown. And
Go
like,
ring a
there's
bell.
so many unhoused folks.
Yes.
Like, please go do literally anything
Yeah.
else. This is a culture
Like,
war, not a
Empty
holy
Stocking
war.
Fund needs you to go stuff things. Like, please go put some presents in some places for people who need them. Like,
It was
go do
appalling.
something.
But I think my takeaway was the allies creating safety. Like that was what was so,
It was so beautiful.
It was the good winning over evil. It was just so incredible.
Yeah,
So
I
it
love
is.
volunteering. We should do that once.
And we should, yes.
We should.
We were just talking this morning about how folks who used to have a space to volunteer a lot in their faith communities who are now don't feel safe.
I have an avenue for
or
you to
don't-
volunteer.
Yes. There are.
I could hook you up.
a nonprofit opportunities. No, it was really fun
Yeah.
to mention that in session with one of my clients. I was like, you know what? If you really would like some opportunities to volunteer, I can get you
Yeah.
we can work with your schedule.
We are in all 50 states.
Brothers,
Wherever
big sisters.
you are, there's
go
one.
volunteer.
One
Go
is
be a mentor.
one is an after school and summer program.
Yeah.
One is a mentor program.
Yeah.
So, yes, there's so many ways, and it's such a beautiful. I encourage this, especially during COVID. I had to have some ways to get the energy out of me because the rage of seeing all the injustice, we have to then funnel that somewhere. And so funneling it into meaningful
Funnel it.
local activism
Yeah.
makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Right.
And Pride is coming up, and we have so many
Yes.
Pride opportunities here too.
I'm so excited.
I know.
Target's not deploying Pride sections.
What?
They're on.
Seriously?
I was also
Remember
on
after the
sidewalk.
backlash of last year where
Yeah.
they took Pride, because I still have a bunch of friends that work there. So they.
But they always do a pride line. It's not a
Yeah.
very
so
good
last
one,
year with
but they.
the backlash of
It's
the
there.
whole
there.
It gets
the
packed
whole
up in July. but it's
hide
there.
section down here, and so they took Pride and pushed it back into the apparel sections away from the front doors, because usually how it's always in that square. So
Heaven
that was
forbid people look at a rainbow when they
Right.
walk
So
into
that
a
was-
store.
It was
For the
about
love
the
of
tucking
God.
situation where any person can wear it and tuck when needed. So they took that section.
gender-affirming
Yeah, that section's always in the front door walking in. So now Target took it by demographics, and not all Targets are getting Pride this year now.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So now you only get it if you're in a store that voted for it or has a demographic that is approval of it.
But the stores
In
that
approval,
Yeah,
the stores
we
that
need
are
them
in
even more in the
Yes.
Yeah.
The stores that are in our region are the ones who need it the
need it.
most.
Y'all get on the right side of history. That's what I
Come
have to say to
on.
our community.
Like-
Get on the right side of
Yeah.
history.
Imagine caring about another person's genitals. I don't.
Yeah.
What?
right.
Literally.
Why are you so mad?
Mind your fucking business.
This
Right.
actually
How about
affects
it?
you in no way, literally
Yeah.
at all.
Right.
In no way does this impact your daily life.
just
I don't
on
understand why you were so
principle.
angry.
It's just contradictory because
Yeah.
when I worked there, we got T-shirts every year.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget. I had a little advocate. Well, I had a little associate up front, and their tag was they them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when their parents would come in, we all knew. There were 70 of us just in the front alone, so we all knew
Yeah.
when their parents came in. Hey, we put them to another channel on a radio. Say, hey, your parents are here. So they had to change their name tag. Does that suck? But then they're gonna
Also-
let us all wear T-shirts, but then the next year don't even put it in all the stores, and then having people go move it back. I mean, I get it; it's for safety reasons. When one of the Targets got vandalized, so a dude
Yeah.
walked in and just spray painted all across all the apparel, and
Literally find anything else to do.
Anything else?
Also,
Yeah.
your grandchildren are going to know. I just can't help but think of
Right.
civil rights, Jim Crow laws, and how your grandchildren will know what side of history you
Yeah.
were on.
Yeah.
Straighten up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I appreciate my work, the peers, because they called leaders to the Pride section, and the one person that responded first, she walked up and she was she didn't know if he had a gun.
Yeah.
They didn't,
Yeah.
She just was hey, are we good?
What
And-
are you
Hell, are you doing?
She didn't honestly know
Yeah.
if he was
Yeah.
going to pull out a gun and start going.
Yeah.
And this was just a couple years ago.
Wow.
And they didn't call me over there because they didn't want me to feel unsafe or
Yeah.
bothered. So that was
Yeah.
good for them about the peers that was with me that day. They're they didn't call me over there for like 10 minutes. I was like, what the hell is going on? Where's everyone? They were like all over there. I was like, you're going to tell me? They're like, no, we didn't
No.
want you to see it.
Well, those are
Yeah.
strong, healthy allies too.
Correct.
Creating
Yeah.
safety, because it's a hate crime.
Yeah, they didn't want me to see it.
Yes.
It's a hate
Walk
crime.
over there and just done.
Oh God.
Yeah. So then we actually took it and we actually donated it. And then like, I was like, I'll buy a shirt. It has spray paint on it. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I'll buy that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even
With
more
it
so.
on it,
Watch.
I know why this is here.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, this is me standing back up. I'll buy one. I didn't want a employee discount. I will buy that shirt.
Yeah,
God.
absolutely.
God.
So we donated it. We didn't throw it away because it didn't feel
Yeah.
right. I was like, wait, but we're going to throw that away? Or like get it, like we have the damage out, we can't sell
Yeah.
it. Or they can't sell it. So it's like, well, we're just going to throw it away. And I was like, that don't feel right. So we had to
Yeah.
go above and ask for approval. So like, can we just like donate it then? Instead of just mark it out and just have it go to like a, because you know.
It feels like letting them win.
Yeah.
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 And
Yeah.
it's, I don't know. I know that Target is a business. It is a corporation, an organization, and they're trying to. There's reasons for why they're doing what they're doing, but it's also an opportunity where there is power and where you have a voice. That is your opportunity to use it for good and to create safety and protect folks. And so, I hope that Target creates a lot of good stuff for Pride.
Yeah.
I imagine that our region will be a little mixed.
We'll see.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna set up a hot dog kiosk situation outside of all Targets.
I'll have my own. I'll make some.
I'll make my own freaking merch.
With your,
I'll do
yes.
it.
Yes.
I'll do it myself.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Like,
I'm ready.
We gotta
I'll
get
do it.
some for Pride. We've got to get little matching, like if all you want is gray for me, like with little rainbows on it.
Yeah.
That would be fun. Yeah.
Can you imagine?
It'd be so cute.
Like,
It's gonna happen.
what if that
Just
would
have
be
a
a
couple
shirt?
weeks.
It's so
Let's
easy.
go.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Somehow we can make it, and then the colors. I think it'd be cool if there wasn't even color at all. But think about like matching the lyrics. Somehow, if it wasn't colorful, that would be the point.
Oh.
Yeah, or like if that part is in gray, but then like it's in rainbow, that's just white noise. Yeah.
Oh, I love. I
Yeah.
love.
Easy peasy. I can do that.
It's just, I deeply love a revolution, a resistance.
Yes.
I love good
But
trouble.
shit up. Good trouble.
I love good trouble with my whole heart and soul. It's one of my things I'm most passionate about,
Yeah.
especially when it is using my identities where I feel safe. Like I can use that for the safety of others, and that feels really meaningful to me. So I like that your fellow employees kept you safe, and
Yeah.
you know you shouldn't have to be on the front end of that. That's why we're the bulldogs. Rough people up. We do it protect.
We'll get them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I do have.
you have a Reddit story.
I have a fun
Yes.
Reddit story to read.
Oh, our listeners, I hope are
I know you all
thriving.
look forward to these.
Yes, just garbage stories of nonsense happening.
Okay. This is kind of some 20-year-old bullshit, but that's okay.
Also a feature on the
I love
pod.
it.
Yeah.
This is some 20-year-old bullshit.
Yep.
All right. Am I the asshole for kicking my boyfriend's girl best friend out of my Halloween party because of her costume?
So this is going
I was trying to follow that.
relate to the book that
Yeah.
we will...
My
Yeah.
boyfriend's
Review
best
next week.
friend's sister.
No, my boyfriend's
No.
best friend.
Yeah.
Girl best friend.
Okay.
Yes, his best friend's a girl. Hi, everyone. I'll cut to the chase. I, 19 female, had a Halloween party over the weekend. Yeah, that was the first I read that line. I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Here we go.
These are the best stories.
I invited my boyfriend, 21-year-old male, and a bunch of our friends over, including his girl best friend. I will call her Agatha.
Agatha.
She's so
My
mad.
God.
She's big mad.
Agatha.
That's cute. That's
My boyfriend and I had
that was
decided...
me at 19 too.
Oh. Okay, well, my boyfriend and I had decided to dress up as Peter Pumpkin Eater. If you haven't seen this costume, the guy wears a shirt that says Peter, and the girl dresses like a pumpkin.
No.
Ew.
All right, is this
I hate that.
Oh,
this
no.
about kind of
Straight
telling
people.
us
Wasn't
This is
it?
about
Wasn't it Ellen?
69
Ma'am.
situation?
Ew. Wasn't Ellen DeGeneres where she had that section? She'd be like, oh, straight people.
Literally, this is some straight
Oh,
people
straight
bullshit.
people.
Oh, straight people.
bullshit.
Straight people shit.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I was pretty excited because I thought it was a funny and cute costume.
No,
it's not, but
it's
that's
not.
okay.
Funny, not cute.
Imagine if a gay couple did that. Then it'd be
Good
all
point.
You're
things
truly
that-
right.
Yeah.
You're
Here
right.
we go.
Would ban it in stores.
Yeah.
But a straight couple does it. It's cute and funny.
Okay. Agatha texted me the night before the party and asked what my costume was going to be. I explained the couple's costume my boyfriend and I would be wearing, and she replied that she would probably just come as a sexy cat. Okay.
Cute. Kitty.
I hate Agatha already. On principle.
Oh, you're about to really fucking hate Agatha.
Oh,
No.
This name. You know, she sat and thought about what would
yes.
the worst name be for this
I feel
girl.
nervous.
Fast forward to the night of the party. Everyone is having fun and it's a nice time. Well, it was until Agatha walked in dressed as
Don't
a
say
pumpkin.
it. Don't fucking say it.
Stop.
I knew that's where this was going.
Petty.
Oh, no, so she's supposed to be a cat. Sexy cat.
But
But now she's added herself to the Peter Pumpkin Eater costume.
She's
Love
implying
triangle.
that Peter hath.
yes.
But has he?
Straight.
She went over and hugged
straight
my,
people.
Oh, straight
sweating.
literally. She went over and hugged my boyfriend. I swear
her.
the room went silent. I was pissed. I would be pissed too. I asked if I could speak with her privately, and we went to my bedroom. I asked why she chose that costume since she knew the details of the joint costume between my boyfriend and I. She said she didn't see the big deal and thought it would be a better group costume.
Nope.
Without clarifying or
Without
asking or ew.
I told her I didn't think it was funny and I would prefer that she change. I
Right.
offered her a witch costume that she could borrow for the night. Oh, how nice. She
Cute.
turned
A
red.
witch. A witch.
Would you like to be this ugly
Would you like to be a witch?
She turned red and started to yell that I don't get to control what she wears. I told her that she was disrespecting my relationship by insinuating that my boyfriend and her have sex. She kept screaming about how it was funny and I needed to lighten up.
Oh.
Doesn't sound funny to me.
It's not funny, actually.
I ended up asking her to leave. She stormed out of the house and I returned to the party.
This was her house. Her house.
her home.
Do not come to my house.
Right.
That's a bold move.
Yeah.
Swear.
Also, boyfriend. Anyway. Look,
The mood had
What?
shifted and the night felt ruined. My boyfriend agrees that she crossed a line and is planning on cutting her off completely. But a few of our friends are saying that I was just being dramatic and I should have let her stay.
Her
I guess
friends?
Her,
A few of her friends.
A few of our friends.
Oh, okay.
His friends.
were they intoxicated when they said that?
Yeah. I guess I'm just wondering, am I the asshole?
No, you are not the asshole.
Nope.
So in fact, you're not. That sounds like and also to pull her aside and to say privately, we're not going to do a public humiliation, but to say,
Right.
I
so,
would have
hey,
been doing that. That's she's better than me.
She
Yeah.
didn't
I would've
lie
popped
into her
off.
on the spot in front of everybody, but to say like, hey, this crossed a line in my home. That was, I mean, I'm sure that more
your
went down.
options
but-
are to change or to leave.
At
You're-
19,
yeah.
to say that, like me,
Yeah, that
now,
took some
yeah,
courage.
probably would pull aside.
Yeah, at 19,
years
I'm
old,
losing my
I'm losing
shit.
it. I'm yelling.
That
Yeah.
was some respectful, like, I hear that she was trying to resolve the situation. And it's so stressful to host a party as
Yeah.
a 19-year-old, to
Yeah.
host like a big Halloween party, to then be like, oh shit.
To then probably feel humiliated. I mean,
That is
dang.
so-
Was there a past
Yeah.
relationship with why she dressed up as a pumpkin? Were they dating
sounds
before?
like Agatha thinks they're
There's an update.
Yes. I need follow through. Thank God.
Well, I have an update. I meant to post one a few months ago, but I really needed time to process the events that occurred after this whole ordeal.
No.
I'm glad I waited though because you all need to hear this one.
we love
she
the tea.
knows. She's like, y'all gossip mongers, gather round.
I'm a professional gossip doctor, actually.
Many people pointed out that my boyfriend must be sleeping with Agatha
Right.
since she went absolutely bonkers for seemingly no reason. I thought since he immediately took my side and blocked her on everything that you all were wrong. Well, it was me who was wrong. It turns out that Agatha and my boyfriend have been sleeping together for months, and they were just
The
really good
fuck?
at hiding it. They're really good at hiding it. Until she decided that she didn't want to be his mistress anymore. So Agatha,
She hard launched it.
she hit her breaking point, and she was like, you know what I'm going to do? Something crazy!
You're eating me too!
I'm gonna show up as a pumpkin.
Okay, well, I have a little empathy for Agatha.
This boyfriend sounds
the
like a
boyfriend's
monster.
an
Now suddenly I'm not as mad at Agatha.
Yeah.
You know who the asshole is? The boyfriend.
Usually it is the boyfriend who's the asshole.
Interestingly.
I
Straight people.
found this out when I was at his house and hanging out in his room. He was showering after a workout, and I heard a vibrating noise. He had taken his phone and mine. Oh, he has taken his phone, and mine was right next to me, so I couldn't figure out what it was. I opened his bedside table drawer and
was
found
a vibrator.
a second phone.
Are you
phone.
My gut told me that something wasn't right. Why would he have a second phone? It didn't take me long.
He's not in the FBI or the CIA. Like, no.
Oh, it didn't take me long to guess the password. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Idiot.
Fucking stupid.
Good God.
And my fears were confirmed. There was a missed call from Agatha. I looked through the messages and found out the truth.
Oh
Not
my
only
God.
had they been sleeping together, she recently found out that she was pregnant.
What? What? A pumpkin? In
This is where you grab the toaster from the kitchen and yeet it right in that shower. You're done.
Electrocute him just right in
Yes.
there.
Right. You're done.
Plug it in.
Hey.
Hold this hand dryer.
Yeah. Hey, take the second phone. Hey, found your phone, and here's a toaster. You know. Good luck.
While you're at it. That's
Yeah.
a great idea.
Right.
Point. Just electrocute the shit out of him. Oh, I would have murdered him on the spot.
This was the reason she pulled the stunt on Halloween.
Yeah.
She said,
All right, you know
She was
what?
pregnant.
I am
Go
having
on,
this
Agatha.
baby, and you know what? I'm gonna do it in the most crazy way.
Go on, Agatha.
Wow.
She was trying to force his hand. I also saw that he was messaging other girls as well.
Well, yeah.
I was completely devastated. After his shower, he found me grabbing all of my belongings and putting them in my bag. He asked why I was leaving.
I'd
I
be
told him
lighting his shit
because
on
we
fire.
were. Yeah. Oh, the house would be burning down with him inside.
I would
of
not
it.
be
Right.
packing up my things. I would be like,
His stuff is going out
Sir.
the window.
Yeah. I just
Right.
be tossing stuff.
Yeah.
God,
Shoveling things up. Crazy look in my eyes.
wow.
You're gonna be a
Setting
dad.
it on fire.
Oh, I desperately want to fuck him up.
That's right. He asked why I was leaving. I told him because we were over.
Why am I leaving?
I threw his phone on the bed and he looked like he was going to vomit. He started pleading
Well,
me to hear him out, but I didn't want to hear it. No, we don't. I could have he could have all those other girls. I didn't want him anymore.
Yeah.
He followed me out of the house, shaking and crying. Boo.
Good. I hope he's traumatized
That's manipulation.
forever.
Gross.
Yeah, exactly.
He even followed me all the way to my car and tried to block my path. Nope.
Ew. Run him over.
Yep.
Run him over.
Yeah, some personality
Put it in
disorder
drive.
I drove over the grass and went around him. She said, skirt.
Yeah.
Is this real life?
He sent me a long message about how he never wanted to hurt me, that he
Block
wanted
him.
me back, and how he was using his work phone to text all these women so I wouldn't find out. Oh, how sweet.
Oh, that's so thoughtful.
Oh.
He didn't even like bother to change a name. Like,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
well, no, like in the work phone, it was all their actual names, so it wasn't
Yeah.
like Bob and
He's a fucking
Larry and like Reginald.
Yeah.
Re-
Bob
what?
and Larry.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Good job.
Oh,
Also,
this,
two male names. Great.
she's just like us. This information was really helpful. I sent his boss a nice little message about how company property was being misused.
Yeah.
And I
Exciting as hell.
And I saw on LinkedIn he no longer works for that company.
Oh yeah. She got him fired. That's so great.
I'm gonna push you back.
Good for her.
She got him back.
Yeah. He is blocked on everything now. I hope him and Agatha have a magical life with their baby. Oh, also, I heard through the grapevine that he got another one of those women pregnant too. I'm glad I dodged that bullet. As for me,
Damn.
I'm currently in therapy working on my trust issues and learning how to love myself again after the situation.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I've been putting myself out there again and have cut contact with anyone who knew what was happening behind my back.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Those people fucking suck too. The
Yes.
ones that don't tell you, ooh,
So-
that came from somewhere deep inside me. Those
Having
people
been
fucking
cheated on
suck
multiple
too.
times.
People who know and don't
Having
like
had
say
something
anything.
so deeply similar to this happen to me. That came from somewhere
I know.
deep inside
We're both
me.
heated. We're like, okay.
Those people suck too.
So if you know, if you know that someone is cheating and you are in any way friends with the other person,
Katie and I are like, well,
Tell them
do not tell. If you're ever like, should I tell them? Oh my god.
Yes.
Tell them.
Tell
them.
It
I
is
know it's
crucial.
so
It hurts
complicated.
more.
It hurts
find
It's
so
going to
much
hurt
more.
them. Yes, it's going to hurt them in the moment, but it's going to hurt so much
They
less.
need to know. They need to know.
Yes, you have to.
And do you know how often you get it? I just didn't know how to tell you. I just didn't know how to tell you. Like, just use your words.
You have to say it.
Just
Hey,
say
I
just
saw-
words.
I
come
saw
on,
him,
Conrad.
I saw him swiping.
Use your
on
fucking
Tinder.
words.
It's humiliating.
Yeah.
Hey, your boyfriend showed up on my friend's Tinder. I think
Yeah.
maybe you should ask him about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To find out and everyone been like, oh yeah, I knew. I thought you knew. I knew about. We all talk about it. What do you
We
mean?
talk about it behind your back
All
all
of
the
us talk
time.
about it all
That
the
is
time.
as traumatic.
That's terrible.
That is
Yeah.
as traumatic as the cheating itself.
Yeah.
To then know that everyone in your community knew and didn't do or say anything. It is bone chillingly horrible. That is a trauma that we can avoid actually by just saying like, hey, you should know that your boyfriend is making out with your best friend over there.
I'm still friends with the person that told me. Actually,
It's incredible.
it didn't make me feel good, but I said thank you for telling me.
That is, it takes a lot of integrity.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. That girly. I love that she said, I am currently in therapy.
I'm in therapy. I'm working on it.
Yeah, this is not going to affect the rest of her life. She's working through it.
She said, "Fuck that guy."
She did not deserve that.
No.
Wow.
But we're gonna go light his house on fire. We'll see y'all later.
Name and
Drop the
address.
address. We're on the way.
Name and address.
I'm not as big as her.
I want to
Wow.
kill him.
Yeah.
Kill.
And
Your wife waters flowers. I want to kill her.
Wow. That is dramatic. And
smallest man who ever lived.
I would never.
Correct.
Oh, I have a
You couldn't pay me
a
money
very
to be
violent
19.
message for the smallest man who ever lived.
Smallest man who ever lived. Wow, you could not pay me money to be 19 again?
No.
No,
I
no,
mean,
ma'am.
If I could go back and do it all differently, maybe, but it would involve some crimes.
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah. If
Well-
the money guaranteed that everything would be different, then sure, why not?
I would actually love to go
I
back
would love
and
to do
fuck
that.
some
I'd
people
love to
up.
I would love to not have that in here. So
Yeah,
that'd be great.
That would help my nervous system, but yeah.
Well, that was a
Wow.
banger. I was not expecting it to be that dramatic. I thought it was going to be silly.
Pumpkin
It's
eater.
gonna be a chill time.
Yeah, we've only vet things to the extent that we treasure a live react
Yeah.
here
Oh,
on
yes.
the pod.
Yep.
We do not talk about our books. We do not talk about anything before we get to the podcast. So these are
Not until the microphones are turned on.
we are not professional actors. We need genuine live
No.
reacts.
I appreciate how you picked you're picking Reddit stories that have follow up, because I still think about the very first one you gave us about the
Without-
mom and the
Oh, God.
the one that hooked up with the daughter and the mom.
Yeah.
I
With
was
the
listening to that one and I was going, no.
Yeah. And the fact that we
I was
still
live reacting in my
we still
car.
don't know the ending of it, I still think about it to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know.
They all don't have updates.
Yeah.
I just can't.
The ones that do though are usually
Yeah.
really good.
I feel good about this one.
Yeah.
I was not feeling
I'm
good
so
at first,
happy
and
for
I
you.
feel great about this one now.
I am so. That just goes to show that people do stupid shit,
Yeah.
but you can grow, you can work, you can recover. That doesn't have to define the rest of your life.
That's right.
What's the beginning of that saying? Something pumpkin.
Peter, pumpkin.
He had a wife but couldn't keep her.
Something pumpkin.
Yeah.
Oh, he had a wife but couldn't keep her. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The writing was
that's
on the wall.
rest of the poem.
Peter.
We had a sweetie little
Forgive me,
girlfriend. Couldn't keep
Peter.
her.
All right. Well,
Listeners.
thank you all so much for listening to yet another short and spicy.
So short.
That is the length of a regular podcast.
Homework is go dig through drawers and look for your man's work phone and double check it.
Yeah. Blow up your life.
Live your life and tell us about it.
Yes.
It's about
If
your
you-
friends at
Yes.
Yeah, trust
if
is
you have
hard.
a crazy story like that, or you
can
want
be
us
rebuilt.
to get irrationally angry at a man who harmed you, oh, we will.
It can be rebuilt.
You can
We can
email
just
let us know.
You can email us those stories at smutisbetterwithfriends@gmail.com, and you can follow us on socials at smutisbetterwithfriends. Next week, we are reviewing Funny Story by Emily Henry. So,
Literally the
read along
cutest.
with us. We
If you haven't
admire
already,
this
You
book.
know,
We
it's a funny
adore it.
story.
Emily Henry is back.
She's back.
Funny story, adorable.
We
Y'all will
love it.
Highly recommend. Definitely romance, less than a smut. But
Yep.
thanks for reading along with us.
Yes, we will see you all next time. And until then, I'm going to find him. I'm going to throw his clothes out the window.
Right. Until then, straight
Shovel his
people.
clothes out the window.
Straight people.
Bye.
We did it.